post a key, but the truth is the only ones that would be similar, because we've only done easy factoring so far, so the only ones you could expect to see, or similar ones you could expect to see, would be 1, 2, and 5. The others require, and I think 3. 4 and 6 require something called grouping, which, yeah, you're supposed to remember. And no, I haven't gone over it with you. So, it will not make the math workshop test Tuesday. But I will go ahead, because I do use the exact same bell ringers and algebra trig, or not bell ringers, my God, math workshops. Because I use the exact same math workshops and algebra 2 trig, I already have a key made to this, so I will post the key on Google Classroom for those who are interested and like to make sure they've done the right thing. Your math workshop test is still Tuesday, even if we're being lazy and skipping these math workshops today. Are there any questions about that? Okay. What? If you would love to, that would help, yeah? Go ahead.
Alright. Say him 8x out.
Nope. Higher. Yes, dear. You take a 16x out, and you're left with
4x cubed minus 3y squared.
Okay, and that's perfect. And the others are just that simple, and hopefully not written that crooked. Again, we're going to move on, but it would be wise of you to go ahead and do these math workshops. Jake, you genius. So you thought if I just killed your book, you didn't have to do the things?
You didn't give it back to me. I thought you needed
I
it.
can use words and ask for it back. Genius. That was intentional. You'll get it all done today, right? Yesterday and today? Okay, cool.
Yeah, Greg got it all.
Okay. Let's look at page 12 in your book. 12 in your book. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to be nice. You're making it hard. I'm trying to be nice. You're making it hard. If you look at page 12 in your book, it should be completely 100% all the way filled in. It is Friday, which means I finally come to the weekend, which means I finally found some free time in my life. More than likely, I will check one group member, who you don't know which group member, but I'm going to check one group member's stuff and see what they got. Do they got the things? So you better make sure every group member has page 12 completely filled in, and not only filled in, but it's correct. Because I helped like 5 or 6 people in here get the correct answer, and then more than that, I sent those 6 people out to help you yesterday. We had this whole discussion. Do you need help? See so-and-so. Do you need help? See so-and-so. So if you don't have them correct, the 2 truth tables on page 12, I would beware, because I'm checking one group members, and I'm not telling you which group member. Okay, so if we're on the same page, there's going to be a magical grade that appears, hopefully before Monday, sometime soon, obviously before the end of the 9 weeks, which is next week, and Kaylee's grade that says 2.1.2, and she's not going to get a great score if whoever group's member's book I grade does not have the correct truth tables. Okay. Now, I had originally planned, because I'm insane, I had originally planned to make you do the next section and a worksheet today, because I'm insane. But we're not going to go that crazy. As long as you're not on my last nerve, I'm going to let your group go to a 5. You can go ahead and go if you want, but you and I both know if you're on my nerve, I'm going to bring you down. All I'm going to ask is that you have all of 2.1.3 done. It's only 27 through 37. It's not that many. Most people have already done most of it. So, but before I leave you and say go crazy, I do want to discuss 3 things, and that is 3 symbols. 2 of them you should know. 1 of them you should not know. This is it. Thank you, Taylor. You're going to have a point. And the last one.
Negation.
It is negation, so, but I just put the word not. So if it was P, and then all of a sudden it had that symbol out front, when I say it out loud, I say not P.
Could you read it as false?
Okay, so, and then that's a good point. So hold on one second. I need to say one other thing. So yes, the book does this weird symbol. Normally, I see the not symbol as a squiggle. So the not symbol can be either one. Like negation means either one. If there's a squiggle or a weirdo looking L in front of the P, it seriously means not P. And then, so that leads to the obvious question, which you're going to find out. Basically, not P is going to have the opposite truth value of P. So if P is true, not P is false. And you hear that all the time. So if I say I am holding my pen, that's true right now, yes? If I say I am not holding my pen, is that true?
False.
It's false. If I say I am holding my pen, is that true?
False.
If I say I am not holding my pen, is that true? So they end up having the opposite value. So if the not statement's true, the true statement's false. They're always opposites. They're always opposites. And you're going to find out with their truth tables. When you and your group finish through 37, you can put your book away. And again, as long as you're not bothering me, I'm not going to say anything to you today. Your two tests are still Tuesday regardless. But again, I got some free time on my hands. So not only am I going to pick a group member to look at 2.1.2, I'm also going to pick a group member to look at 2.1.3, and it's going to be another easy grade that you should get a perfect score on, but that depends, because if I look at Craig's book and he doesn't have the work, not only is Craig suffering, but so is all his group members. Okay, are there any questions about the book? If you get stuck, ask me something. If you want to make sure your table's correct, ask me something. I know that table 3 is almost done. You could ask them too.